everyone, and welcome back to Mail Time. Let's get started. Okay, the first box is going to be from Russell Oakley, TCA Gaming. It's going to be by PSA 10 Typhlosion, I'm sure of it. Slice this open. Where's this guy from, by the way? North Carolina, cool. My wife and I thought about moving to North Carolina for a while. We thought about moving to the beach. Wilmington. We went on our last vacation over 2 years ago to Wilmington. Oh, I like these boxes he has. I've actually got a supplies magazine, and I've been thinking about ordering a bunch of rigid boxes just for shipping stuff like this. Oh, I thought I bought a Typhlosion from him. Who did I buy the Typhlosion from? Looks like I actually bought the, what is this? How to submit. All right, he had a little business card in there. So I thought I bought the Typhlosion from him. I guess I bought the Snorlax from him. Cool. Snorlax from Jungle. Really fantastic card. You guys know I'm collecting Japanese. I'm buying all the Japanese. I'll have all of it off the market in a week. I'm just kidding. Not in a week. There's too much. Who's this? Somebody named Simple? It's so simple. Snip this open. Put that in the trash. What do we got here? Something definitely in the middle. Oh, snap. This is just going to be one card. I have no idea what to expect here. It's just one card. It's not in a penny sleeve. Crazy how people will ship cards. And it's scratched up anyways. Oh man, the back of the card's perfect. Look at that. The hollow portion of the card does have scratches though. So this will end up being probably an 8. You guys know I'm working on the Rocky Returns cards. Huge fan of Rocky Returns. Beautiful. How about this one? This one's from Warren. Warren, okay. What did we get from Warren? Let's see what we got from Warren. Toss this in the trash. All right. Appears to be a single. Let's see what it is. Hot singles in your area. Hot single moms in your area. Try not to cut myself too fast. You guys know I'll cut myself one day, right? I'll do it live. My cat's meowing. She's like, you're not paying attention to me. Meow. Toss this over here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So it does have 2 light scratches there. That's a pity because the card overall looks really good. Look at that, very clean. That might be a 9. I think that Dark Weezing's probably a 9. Kitty, I'm not gonna play with you. I'm working, Kitty. What do we have here? This is from Haven. All right, Haven. Let's see what you got. I'm doing this, by the way, guys, at quite literally like 5 a.m. in the morning. After having dozed off for like 15 minutes. But I'm like, man, I gotta get this done. Oh, here we are. That's a beautiful card. I figured I had to snatch a few of these. So this is going to be Japanese base set Venusaur. Yeah, I like the Japanese base set stuff. So it says that this is light played. Looking at it, it's definitely off center. There's a print line. That's right, we learned Japanese cards can have print lines in them. See, print line. Check the back of the card. Yeah, he's got some dings. All right, so this will probably grade maybe like a 5. He looks like a 5. So there's Venusaur. Very good. People like to use these deck sleeves. I'm not such a fan of the deck sleeves. I like the penny sleeves. Who's this? Joe Nosco. I think I said his name wrong. He taped it all up, didn't he? Snip from the bottom. Can't feel the card inside, which makes me fear that he didn't use a He didn't use any kind of protection for the card, I don't think. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, God. This is not the right way. And it's a Charizard, guys. It's a Charizard with a huge bend in it. And I'm concerned it's going to be a bend that the card did not have before, and now it probably does have the bend. Oh, my God. We're going to have to get the laptop, guys. You prepared to sit and watch as I look this up? I swear to God, this is not going to have the bend in it before. So here we are. You can see it's warped like mad. You guys, how can you... Oh, my God, dude. The way that they treat your mail is so bad. It is not treated softly at all. It is just pushed through a huge machine. Hold on, let's see. Once again, that was this guy right here. All right. Kitty, I can't right now. Kitty, get out of here. She thinks I'm going to play with her. I'm going to go get the laptop. That's what I'm going to do. All right, we're getting the laptop. We're going to look this Joe guy up. She's so vocal, she thinks I'm going to play with her, but I never do. I never do. I always get back to work, don't I, Kitty? Kitty, you're so persistent. Purchase history. I need kids so that the kids will play with the cat. Alright, so what was this? This was a dark Charizard? See if we can find it. You'd think that by now eBay would have like a search function, but they still don't. I don't know why they don't have a search function. They don't have a search function. Let's see. Now I might have bought the Charizard real cheap. It might have already had the bend in it, but that's what we need to determine right now. But I have to go through like a million purchases to find them. So we're scrolling. Time's flying, Kitty. I think I just saw the Venusaur. Yeah, that was the Venusaur from earlier. Oh man, this is terrible. Here it is. Dark Charizard. And I'm looking, and I honestly can't tell if he already had the bend in him. Condition is used. Let me look. It definitely might have. There's very faint marks that suggest maybe it had the bend in it, but actually it's really hard to see. Hold on, can you see it from the back? Oh. Yeah, it's in kind of beat up condition in the picture. I'll take it, I don't care. All right, Kitty, what's next? We're doing our investigation here. Let's get the Venusaur back up. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say let's get the Venusaur up? Let's get the bulk all knocked over. So what happens, you see guys, we go live for like 5 hours at a time and all this stuff builds up. And then my desk is full. And Quip tries to help me with this, actually. My wife does. Place this over here. Maybe I'll open the mail all up beforehand before we do this. Is that a good idea? I don't know if that's such a good idea. There we go, the Venusaur. All right, back to it. The Charizard's done. Who's next? Tyler Travis. I think the reason I had to check that Charizard, though, was because of the silly way he shipped it. It was such a terrible way to ship it. You gotta ship your cards in something that protects them from bending. Like this. See, he knows. This guy did it right. Tyler. Let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's got something taped against the first board. Happy Cake Oven. Oh, man. People are always doing this with their business. Please. You guys think I should get some business cards? Do people really use those? I wonder if people really use those. Well, maybe they do. Oh, gosh. It's still taped. There we go. Perfect. I actually try to remove business cards from each piece of mail. It's not really my place to advertise for other people. Although, I've thought about talking to people and doing that for them with an agreement. But, ooh, man, this looks fancy. So this is another Venusaur from the Japanese base set. 2 of them, huh? I'm Venusaur Daft. Look at that Venusaur. You know, some people have a totally different strategy on YouTube. They're all about, some people think it's all about, oh man, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. But I think that there's a certain limit to that. You know what I mean? I think there is a certain limit to that. Venusaur, Dark Charizard, Dark Weezing. Who's next? Who's next? I'm talking on the issue of networking and shout-outs on YouTube. And I have people who come up to me and they'll be like, hey, you got to make content with me. And I go, do I? My channels typically do well without any kind of collaborations. Why is that? Just because I work hard. That's it. I just work really hard, and then it all seems to work. No collaborations or shout-outs necessary. And that's actually true. I actually never received help with either of my channels. Almost the other way around. I think I got people who are constantly saying, oh, I hate this guy. This guy's terrible. Well, that was true for my main channel. Actually, there was controversy on my main channel at some point at the beginning of it. I remember that. That was when I was still in the Dark Souls community. And I think I did actually get one shout-out from a guy. It's a very random kind of shout-out, though. I noticed it. Here we go. What do we got? PSA 10 Magnemite from Team Rocket Returns. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a very long time ago. I really had so few subs that, you know, I went from having a small amount of subs before the shout-out to having a small amount of subs after the shout-out. I noticed the real thing that changed my channel back then. Back in those days, back in my day, wow, man, another person who used probably no protection at all on this. So this is from Alex. Who's this from? Alex. So we're going to go ahead and find out what's in here. It doesn't feel like it has protection, but I could be wrong. But anyways, I noticed back in the day when I was working on my channel, what really seemed to move it was when I learned to edit. Editing is the key. I had to know how to edit videos and how to work really hard on getting out quality content that people actually want to watch. This is so sad. He's placed the card in here with no penny sleeve. So that's officially 2 cards that were shipped wrong. 2 cards. 2 cards where the seller has no idea what he's doing. I should just start leaving negative feedback each time. No, I'm not going to do that. But I think, you know, every time I buy a card, I need to have a copy and paste message that has simple instructions on how to ship. Because these guys don't know how to ship. Make sure there's no stuff on the table. So, Raichu from base set. Sometimes what I'll do for fun on like a weekend or something is I'll sit on maybe like eBay, Up, Awake, and I'll look at those little chips. He's actually pretty decent. How's the scratches on the front? He's got a few scratches. Wow, he might actually be close to like a 9. But anyways, I'll sit up and it'll be like morning time, my version of morning time. I'll be laying there, my wife will be there, bored because I finally woke up and she's been alone. And I'll be like, I'll be on eBay auctions, sniping some stuff, doing some eBay snipes. Let me tell you something, you definitely order canceled. What got canceled? Just got a message while we were recording this. Let's find out what it is. Dear, my cat meowed. It's because she wants to be played with. Your order was canceled. Oh, I see. Something that got canceled like 2 days ago, actually. So weird. I guess eBay doesn't update till later. So this is from Rafik Henry. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I was saying, when I decide to go look at some auctions online, which I'm sure you all do, most of you do, when I decide to do that, you do not want to be in the same room with me because I'm vicious. Terribly vicious. Sometimes when I want a card, and I really want a card, and it's a card that's worth like $200 tops, I'll bid $1,000 on it because I just don't care. I'll be like, nah, I'm taking it. I get real aggressive. But that's because I don't do it all the time. I put like a warning when I go onto the eBay market. I get real crazy. Maybe that's a little exaggeration. Would I really do 1,000 for 200? It just depends on the card, really. But sometimes there'll be a card where I'm like, that's going to be my card, and I don't care what anyone else bids on it. And I don't think I'd recommend for anyone else to bid that way, but you probably have cards that you feel the same way, where you're like, nah, that's mine. I'm definitely taking that with me. But the thing is, when I go shopping, that's generally how I shop. I shop pretty aggressively. I just go, that one, that one, that one. We're not going to miss it. And I bid extremely high. Look at that Hitmonchan. Damn, he looks nice on the back, doesn't he? But look at the front. The front's got lots of scratches. All right, lots of scratches on the front. Wonder how much I paid for him. So once again, Rocket returns Hitmonchan EX. You know what? I'm going to be saving card savers for now. Saving them for you guys. Okay, so that's Hitmonchan EX. Who's this? Trading cards. A guy named Trading Card. What a name. That's the kind of name that'll stand out, you know? Trading cards. That's the name you want. I'm just beating up on him. You ready? Here we go. Kitty's still like, meow, 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 play with me. Wait, we want to save this down here. I like shopping. I like shopping. It's fun. I think that's part of collecting is shopping. So this was a weird purchase. I remember this. I want to show you guys something. You'll find this interesting. I'm sure you will. Don't you hate it when you gotta use the scissors? There we go. Look at this. This is luxury grading. Look at their sticker, dude. Their sticker's so unprofessional. So if these guys want to get big, like PSA, the very first thing they need to do, they need to fix that. They cannot have a low-quality sticker. Nobody wants it. Look at No, your sticker's got to be 10 out of 10, man. Your sticker's got to be gorgeous. That's the first step. If you don't have a quality-looking sticker, nobody's going to want you to grade for them. And is that just a penny sleeve? It is just a penny sleeve. So they got a card and a penny sleeve in there. I think I paid like 12 bucks, 15 bucks for this. It was so weird. I'm like, all right, well, let's check it out. Also, what's weird is I'm feeling this. This feels like the old slabs that PSA used to use. The slabs PSA used on really old PSA cards. Let me find one, actually. I have one nearby. You feel the difference right away. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Well, they're clearly not the same. This PSA holder is slightly smaller, it looks like. Who do you think does these plastic slabs? Some company does. Can this be cracked open easily? Thought about cracking it open and sending the Mischievous back off. Definitely feels flimsier than PSA. That's interesting. Luxury grading. You guys want to use luxury grading? I bet grading with luxury grading is like $5 per card or some shit like that. And these places try to compete with PSA, but it doesn't really raise the price of your card enough. Here's Armand Justin. Armand Justin. Please do not bend. It's funny. He puts this on the back of the package, but the post office only looks at the front of the package. They don't even glance. Not even for a minute will they glance at the back of the package, because they move millions of packages, you know, a day. And so what you do is you grab this package and you throw it onto an assembly line almost instantly. You don't even look at it, but you try to throw it with the label side up, right? That's it. It's sad. I mean, I want to think that you take a little extra time and write something like fragile, do not bend, because I've done it too. I've written those things down. But it's just this sad reality where it's like they very likely won't care. It sucks. I guess if you had something really expensive, you might try and fix it. Or not fix it. You might take the extra minute to write fragile. But I would probably write it on the front of the package with the label first. Now, what is this? Is this a custom-made card? Power 3000. He says thank you. Another Team Rocket card. That's so interesting. Oh, I see what he's gotten here. Oh, this is an important one. This is an important package for us. We gotta slice this up. There we go. So I've been meaning to get a supply of these going more consistently. Oh man, he taped them to hell. God damn it. I hate it. I kind of hate it when things are over-taped. It's possible for things to be over-taped. I get it. Nah, it's still not coming off, is it? There it goes. Team Rocket Japanese. Huge fan of Rocket Japanese. Huge fans over here. Huge fans. Are you excited to open some Japanese with me? Some Rocket Japanese. There's a guy I'm talking with who might sell me a box of this. And if he does, we're going to crack it open. Toss this down here. Oops. God, man. So much freaking bulk on the table. There we go. Lots of Japanese. Booster Payax. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, place them up top over here. So those will be available in the live stream and to open on Instagram or TikTok. What's this? I love this digitally printed. They've got it easier than me, that's for sure. There's Bulbasaur. Look at that, Bulbasaur. Same deal. The whole thing's printed. See, if I could do something like that, that would make shipping by letter so much faster and convenient. But actually, you guys buy so many cards that I rarely have to use letters these days. Rarely actually use letters anymore. I've been thinking about getting more into selling raw cards, actually. I think that what I could do with the raw cards is do a better job of selling them as if they were already kind of graded. You know, like we can actually predict pretty well at this point when a card's going to get a 9 or a 10 because we can see the centering. And you can see, you know, if it's got a nick on the corner or something like that. Maybe I'll have like a grade guarantee or something. What if I did that? What if I sold raw cards and I had a grade guarantee on it? Toss this over here. Ooh, look at that. That's right. That's that base set Japanese again. Base set Japanese. Ooh, he did a great job. Look at this double sleeving. He's got the tiny fit sleeves and the larger ones that I use. Somebody who understands how to protect the card. However, sadly, I can see right off the bat this has a ding right there. Another ding here and another ding here. All right, that's going to get a poor grade. That's a pity. I don't know if I remember that when I was going after it. All right, Kitty, back up, back up, back up, back up. I don't want to run you over, Kitty. So we're done with one mailbox. I'm getting the other mailbox. Here we are. That's right, there's more mail. How far are we? 23 minutes in? Maybe we'll stop at 30. Okay, what do we got here? I like this. See this? This was done with ink. He probably has a stamp. He just went stamp fragile, just like that. So that's a pretty effective way of getting the fragile onto your package. I've been thinking about actually doing that one. This is very close fitting. The red ink makes it a little easier to see than if you had written it like with black Sharpie. Right? So I've actually thought about that one. What do we have here? Is this really all just for a single? Oh, look, he did this trick with the tape. I've seen this before. See the trick he does with the tape? He does this so that you can peel it off fast. I appreciate it. I don't know if I would do it myself. I would just tell people to have a pocket knife. Have a pocket knife, slice it out. See, there we are. Oh, man, he taped it in here, too, so... Okay, we're doing it again then. Hold on. He must have spent like 10 minutes taping this. All right. Let's see what this is like. Scratches on the front. Scratches on the back. All right, so we haven't gotten anything close to a 10 or a 9, I'd say even. We've gotten a few cool looking cards, but not even close to a 10 or a 9 for sure. What are those Japanese base sets? Here's this guy. He's all beat up. Who's this from? Elizabeth. Elizabeth, she put a label on this. She shipped this first class. Oh, what a goof. She shipped it first class, even though she mailed it into a postal letter, which could have just had a, you know, a stamp on it. She's such a goof. What do we got in here? Dark Tyranitar. Dark Tyranitar Hollow. You guys know Tyranitar is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I always spend a little more. Once again, we have another seller who, what they didn't do is they didn't put it in a penny sleeve. Oh, man. God, this sucks. Oh, nah, that doesn't help. All right, let's start with this. Dude, how many people are not going to use a penny sleeve? Professional, as you guys would say. Yeah, okay. That's too bad. Well, we got some of it actually snapped off, some of the plastic. I don't know if that helps at all. I don't feel like it does. All right, he's out of there. It's got some light scuffing, silvering on pretty much all the edges. The back has this big white corner. That's a pity. All right, Dark Tyranitar. Another single, huh? I'm just doing some experiments with buying singles. I feel that I've largely been disappointed, actually, with their quality. I think that eBay pictures tend to show very poorly the quality of the singles. Very, very poor quality pictures. Most people are not using good pictures. We've had singles come in the mail where it's actually pretty decent. None of these have been what I would call decent. These have all been pretty much standardly bad. Look at this. He's got some graph paper. I love it. Got some graph paper. He sent that in. It seems as old as the card. Okay, at least this one's in a sleeve. Jesus. You could tell this is a beat-up Blastoise. I probably bought him. He probably was heavy play, and I probably bought him anyway, so I was like, I'll buy him. Ooh, man, that is definitely a 1. It's a cool card. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I wonder if I could, like, put this into a card saver and say, like, hey, $50. He's going to get PSA 1. And put him in the small, and send him off to grade for you. So that's one of my ideas. I think that would be really cool. What do we got here? We have Nicholas San Roman. Nicholas San Roman. Toss this over here. Okay, he's got a little paper here. No problem with that. How much did this cost me? Ooh, we got a Team Rocket Dark Steelix. Rocket Returns Dark Steelix. What's he got going on? It's got tape on the back. This is taped shut, but I think he... I don't know how to feel about that. All right, there we go. He's out of there. He's actually pretty good on the front. He has a few thin hairlines, but actually not that many. You know, I should be bringing him closer to the camera so you guys can participate. We got the white dots down here. So the white dots are going to, he's definitely going to be probably an 8. It's a clean 8 though. If he comes back 8, that's a pretty good 8. Very displayable. Very displayable. He'd probably go for, what do you think an 8 would go for? Maybe like 150, maybe 200. He's a hard to obtain card. That's a reverse holo rare Dark Steelix from a set where the booster packs go for quite a lot of money. What do we have here? Charles Bunn. Charles Bunn. Who's next? It's a very dirty package. This is another thing you learn with UPS is UPS and all the other shipping places. So some sort of liquid was poured on this. Yeah, some sort of liquid fell on this. It could be really harmful liquid. In fact, it could be acid. It could be, how about detergent for washing your laundry. So really bad stuff happened to this package. You can see how crinkled it is here, just to give an impression of how they treat these bags really badly. However, the card inside will be safe because these padded envelopes, they have sort of this waterproof bubble wrap here, and that's going to protect your card. Not to mention, he's going to... That's so unnecessary. The shrink wrap is unnecessary, but I can understand why people want it. Maybe they find the shrink wraps easier. All right, let's peel it back. Shrink wrap size, you know, it's not the worst thing, I guess. He wanted to shrink wrap this rather than to tape it together. I can understand that. It's one strategy. What do we have here? Is this going to be that? It is. So I ordered this on Mercari. I don't know how to say the name of the website. I know you can buy cards over there. And I just haven't really cared too much about it. But I've known these are available for sale, and I just haven't bought them. And Blastoise Buddy was like, oh, hey, they got this Magneton, Magnemite. And I was like, I'll buy it. Just because he seemed like he wanted to show it to me. Pop these in here real fast. We'll send these off to grade. I've actually never graded these before, so I don't know what to expect. How do you even look them up? What are they called? Top Sun or something like that? And these cards came with like a pack of bubble gum? I don't know. I think it was like a pack of bubble gum or something like that. Ah, heck, we won't sleeve them up. We'll sleeve them up another day. Again, I got to save these card savers. I'm running low on them, and I heard that they're real expensive. So we're going to save these for cards that we're definitely sending out to PSA next. Pick these up. Interestingly, they're smaller. They're smaller than a regular card. So here's a regular card. And you can see that this is not as... You can see that the card behind is still visible because this card in the front is smaller than the card in the back. Also, this is a funny angle on Magnemite. His eyes like popping out of the metal. So strange. Such a cool character. I love him. Magnemite, Magneton. What else did we have? Oh, this is the Top Sun. I'm sorry. I don't know what those are then. So this is the Top Sun card. I apologize. People who are watching the video know more about this, probably cringing at me. Yeah, these are the Top Sun, aren't they? I don't know what those are. Magearna. I'm not a huge fan of Magearna. Looks gradable. I'll put it over here for now. And Magnezone EX. But he's very worn out. That's too bad. Looks cool in the front though, but he's got a bend here. Yeah, we'll put him in the we'll put him in the giveaway pile maybe. I don't know where to put him. Put him over here for now. Donate him to Quip. Quip's got her little donation folder now. Toss these over here. Cool. So we got the Magnetons, Magnezone. I'm sorry, Magneton and Magnemites pretty quickly. This is from Gary. I like this. Gary, what he did was he just took one piece of cardboard and he folded it over. The challenge to this, I would say, is you can't really feel the card inside, so you risk actually cutting the card as you cut it open. Because this would be, it's like a bubble wrap, but it's not a bubble wrap, is it? Okay. He looks okay in there. You could do this, I suppose. Ooh. What does that look like? This will be the thumbnail, right? People click on the Charizards. I don't know what to tell you guys. People click on the Charizards. Sneep. It's got the foam. Very good with the foam, by the way, because what happens is, even when they're in these top loaders, if a worker were to kneel on your package, which they do all the time, it could crush right through the top loader, crush your card underneath. So the little foam around it was definitely appropriate because of the cost of the card. So here's Japanese Charizard. I'm sure I spent probably a few hundred on this. He's definitely off center. I'm sure I saw that when I bought it, but I agreed to the price anyways. Let's check him for scratches real fast. Yeah, there's definitely a print line right there. Cool. Sleeve them in a fresh penny sleeve. I like my fresh ones. There we go. So that Charizard, doesn't he just look fantastic? He just pops out at you, doesn't he? People love Charizard. As for this, we don't want to reuse that. What else we got? International. What? This is just an empty padded envelope for international. All right, we'll toss that. Ooh, ow. We'll toss that down here. And what's this? Priority mail from This is like the biggest label ever, can I say? Take a look at this. That is the biggest label. That's the size of the whole package. And it appears to, the whole thing appears to be a sticky. It doesn't appear to be taped down. What the hell? That is a huge label. So weird. I've never seen that before. It's like a whole sheet of paper, but it's a sticker. Toss this down here. We can always reuse these. I try to reuse this stuff so it doesn't just go straight into a landfill. Now see, this is sad. See what he did here? He taped this part up, and the reason I call that sad is because now I gotta unsnip it, and that makes it unusable. Unless you tape it. Yeah, you could tape the hole, but that it's so simple. Just leave it untaped, and then the next person can, again, just reuse the bag. You already sealed the first bag. Oh my God, it's paper towel, guys. We're on the paper towel side of things now. This is paper towel Pokemon. I just tease him. If it works, it works. So the goal is to protect the item. What the hell? It's weird. We got Articuno and Moltres, and these holders make it look absolutely horrendous. But we actually need to extract the cards to see the actual quality of the cards here. I'm gonna knock it down if I can. These don't knock down as easily when they're in the deck sleeves. Just another reason why I don't like them. Try to get this right. There we go. Okay, we got Articuno. He's very scratched in the front. He is worn on the back as well. I'm guessing maybe a 6 for this. And here's Moltres. Might be able to. Nope. All right, we knock him back down. Okay. Oh gosh, the Moltres is quite clean. No, but he does have scratches. They're very fine. He's got very fine scratches. Let's check the back of the card. He'd probably grade a little better than the Articuno. Moltres, Articuno, Rocket Returns. Lots of cool cards here. Lots of cool cards, kids. We got Brandon Crochun. Brandon Crochun. Have we gone? We've gone on for 30 minutes, 37 minutes. We cut off here after this one, okay, guys? I still got some leftover mail. Yeah, that's right. We get all the mail on Monday. It's a massive amount of it. So we'll cut off after this one. We'll save the rest for the next video. I don't want you guys sitting here for like 40 hours. Opening mail at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm like crankier. It's weird. It's morning time. I need rest. I do. I still have not rested properly. Ooh. That's right. I bought myself one of these. That is the Blaine's Charizard PSA 10 from Gym 2. Blaine's Charizard. Probably, you know, we spent all the money on all this. I probably could have just had 2 of these guys. The question is, which one's better? It's hard to say, isn't it? Hard to say. I could have just had 2 of these guys, and it would have been simpler, wouldn't it have? Would have been simpler. Beautiful. See, this one won't be a 10, and I gotta send them off to grade. But yeah, it's you know, it's all part of collecting. It's part of the fun, I guess. So we got PSA 10 Blaine's Charizard. Ooh, very fancy. Right at the end, huh? Maybe I should point to it so it can be in the thumbnail. I'll be like, ooh. Nah, I don't know. And then, of course, that one as well. So cool. And then so many other cards. The Luxury Grading Mr. Vis, the PSA 10 Snorlax, the Magnemite. Look at all these. Articuno, Moltres, Dark Steelix, the Blastoise, who's definitely a 1. The Hitmonchan, the Raichu, I don't know what these are. 2 Venusaurs, a Dark Charizard who terribly bent up and he was not shipped very smartly. Yeah, we got a nice little chunk of cards. These are pricey, guys. Very pricey. Oh, and I guess, you know, there's something to be said about just collecting 10s and not really doing all the legwork of trying to get, you know, oh, a steal. Oh, I got a card underpriced. You just go straight to buying the 10s and stop screwing around, you know what I mean? You don't got to send cards off to grade at PSA for the next 10 years, right? This guy already looks off center. He looks thinner here, doesn't he? Take a look at the centering on the Magnemite on the top. Thin here, thicker here. You can see it with your eyes. Oh, that was graded recently too, 468. So they do allow a little wiggle room on the on uncentered cards, don't they? A little wiggle room, just a little bit. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they should grade very harshly, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain that I have a 10 Magnemite in my hand right now. Look at that, guys. Very pretty. All right, that's the end of mail time. I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.